Hello, everyone. I got something important to say. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot lately, and there's this huge misconception I've seen in the atheist movement, in the agnostic movement, in the theist movement, whatever. People think that you need to believe in a God in order to try to gain the approval of a God, but you don't. Even an atheist, even someone that doesn't even believe God exists, can still try to gain the approval of in their mind, of what is a theoretical God, because we're talking agnostic atheists who admit for the possibility of some sort of theoretical, unknowable question mark type of God. That type of person doesn't need to believe in God in order to try to live their life as though there might be some sort of judgment on their life. They can just make an educated guess in their own minds as to how a theoretical God might judge their life and act accordingly. And this would just be a thing you can do as a better safe than sorry attitude. If you cared about living forever, if that idea appeals to you, possibly gonna get rewarded by a God, right? If that appeals to you, you can just make a guess. Just guess what a God might reward you. What sort of behaviors you'd need to do in order to be rewarded by a theoretical God. And we can't know. We can't know. As agnostics, I'm preaching agnosticism, that we can't know anything about a God. We can't know if God even exists. So, but we can guess as to what a God might judge us by and just live that way. So, and you can we can't know any of these religious books are true, but we can possibly read them to gain clues and try to inform our educated guess as to how we might be judged. It's just something you could do to try to gain clues. We don't know. It's all theoretical. Everything about God is just theoretical. So, but I think you're going to have a better chance of gaining approval of a theoretical God if you at least are thinking about it. Do you wake up and think about how you can try to increase your odds of passing the test of a theoretical God? If this life is a test, do you live your life with that mentality? The mentality that you're being tested and watched and possibly judged by a God that's completely unknowable and theoretical, That's how I think we should be if we wanted to best increase our odds. So that's just a thought I've had. That's just what I've been thinking about recently, is that, Christians have told us that, if you don't believe in God, then you're going to be damned to hell. That God cares about what you believe. But that's an assumption on their part. That's a complete assumption. They have no way of knowing how God would judge humans. It's possible that God, if there was a God, that God would just completely judge us by our behaviors. That a God could save atheists who were awesome people over Christians. Theoretically, more atheists might end up in heaven than Christians. Wouldn't that be something? So, if you're an atheist right now, don't count yourself out. Don't buy into what those Christians have told us. They don't know anything about God. So for them to tell us that we're immediately disqualified just because we don't believe in God, don't buy into that. Don't, because for all we know, God just will judge us by our behaviors. if we were good people, if we lived a good life, if we were virtuous, if we tried to be the best people we could possibly be, if we strived for perfection. Seriously, if you were a perfect person, then God would have to be evil not to save you. I mean, who cares if you believed in him or not? Him or her or they or the alien God. Like, who cares? It's about what you do. Like, that's real virtue. So that's my message. That's just my thought for today. Thanks for watching.